Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I want to introduce myself. This is Shazia Malha, roll number 86, BA 1.5, second semester, morning, Faculty of Education, University of Sindh. Subject name is Research Method in Education, RME, and my presentation topic is Sample and Sample Size, assigned by Sir Amjad Ali Arai. Now my topic is sample and sample size, and now you can see in this picture and easily understand that what is population and how to collect a sample in the population. First of all, I want to tell you what is population. Population is a complete collection of individual objects of measurement under the consideration will be called a population, means entire observation. And now the sample. Simply we can say that a subset of the population. In research terms, a sample is a group of people, object or item. They are taken from a larger population for measurement. The sample should be representative of the population to ensure that we can generalize the finding from the research. Sample to the population as a whole. Simply we can say that a sample is part of population is called sample, or any part of a population that truly represent sample of the population. For example, we can say that total corona cases of our country is population, but we separate some cases is our sample. Continue. A sample is defined as a smaller set of data that a researcher choose or select from a larger population by using a predefined selection method. These elements are known as a sample point, sampling unit, or observation. Sampling is the process whereby a researcher chooses her sample. Types of sample. There are two types of the samples: probability samples and non-probability samples. In probability samples, there are some subtopics, or they are divided in this sample random, systematic random, stratified, and multi-strategic. And non-probability sample are in vacancies, snowball, quota, and the theoretical. Now the process. First, identify the population of interest. In this, a population means a population is the group of people that you want to make assumption about. For example, Aisha want to know how much college student experience during final year student. Her population, every college student in the world, because that who she is interested in. And second one is the specify a sampling frame. A sampling frame means a sampling frame is the group of people from which you will draw your sample. For example, Aisha might decided that her sampling frame is every student of university where she works. And the third one is specify a sampling method. Means these are basically two ways to choose a sample from sampling. First one is the random, and the second one is the non-random. These are two benefits to both. And the fourth one is the determine the sample size. In general terms, a large sample are better, but they also require more time and effort to manage. And the fifth one is the implement the plan. Means once you know your population, sampling frame, and the sampling method and sample size, you can use all that information to choose your sample. And now look at this picture. You can easily understand that population, sample frame, and the sampling process, what you actually study and what you want to study. Continue. A sample is an unbiased number of observations taken from a population. In biased numbers, basic terms, a population is the total number of individuals, means overall animals, items, observation, data, etc. of any given subject. So that the sample is, in other words, is a portion part of fraction for of the whole group and acts as a subset of population. Samples are used in a variety of settings where the research is conducted. Scientists, marketers, government agencies, economics and research groups are among those who use samples for their studies and measurement. Here easily you can understand that population, sample frame and the sample. Now the sample size. Sample size refers to the number of participants or observation including in the study. This number is usually represented by n. This size of sample influences two statistical properties: the precision of our estimates, and the second one is the power of study to draw conclusion. Continue. For example, when you survey a large population of respondents, you were interested in the entire group, but it's not realistically possible to get answer the whole population or result from absolutely everyone. So you take a random sample of individual which represent the population as a whole, and you can easily collect a data. Now the why we are sampling, because the first one is get information from the large population, and the second one is the less cost, and the third one is the less field time, and fourth, more accuracy. For example, you can do a better job of data collection, and the fifth one is the when it's impossible to study the whole population, so you can sampling. And the sixth one is the sampling makes possible the study of a large heterogeneous different characters population. Now the purpose and advantages of sample. First one is the sampling for economy. It means research without sampling may be too costly. Sampling reduces the study population to a responsible size that expenses are greatly reduced. And the second one is the sampling is for speed. It means the research without sampling may be too time consuming. And the third one is the sampling is for accuracy. Means if it is take too long time or to cover the whole study population, this may be inaccuracy. Researches must be finished within a responsible period of time so that the data are still true, valid and responsible. Now what is a good sample? The sample must be valid. Validity depend on two considerations. The first one is the accuracy, means bias is absent from the sample, and the second one is the precision, means sample represent the population. Thank you.